My God, I hate drugs.
But this was done in public, in an official visit of the president. I think every citizen has the right to tell the state what it feels or what they feel about what happened there, because it's a public space. The Filipino people funded that kind of event. So I have the right to say, this is what I think of it. So what I think of it actually is that I am not concerned about consent, because consent is created in a social condition. And I agree that to some extent, merong imbalance doon. Presidente, lalaki, babae, fan.
So, and then you have that crowd, huh?
Yeah, and then the crowd was cheering. And then, adding, I would not call it, for lack of a better term, pressure to it. So that kind of imbalance is already there. But more importantly, the implication of that action, especially the language that came after it, with Secretary Harry Roque saying that it's accepted in Filipino culture. Of course, binawi niya, pero lumabas yun. Ang nagiging implikasyon nun, anong gagawin sa mga babae na nasa ibang bansa? Anong iisipin ng ibang lahi na accepted pala ito sa Filipino culture? So it's about responsible speech also. It's about, because and a lot of people would say, joke lang naman yon. It's language. It's just a narration.
Or that you're making a
big deal out of
this.
From
you're
the
making
beginning
a mountain out of a molehill.
From the beginning of the campaign, yun na yung laging sinasabi. It's just a story and whatever. To me, language is very dangerous, because tayo bilang tao, sa lingwahe lang naman tayo nag-iisip. At kung ano yung naririnig nating lingwahe paulit-ulit, yun yung matatatak sa isip natin. At yun yung bumubuo ng collective na kamalayan natin, na nagpapatakbo sa ating mga institusyon. So kung yung lingwahe na paulit-ulit natin ginagamit ay dangerous, there's also a danger in how we run institutions, especially institutions of gender and sexuality in the Philippines.
Be careful how you think, because that's how you are as a person.
Not just be careful of how you think, but be careful of the language
also
that you put out there, because the collective, yung individuals will begin to believe that that is true. For example, for the longest time, we've associated the word mahina to babae. So for the longest time, that's how we thought of women. And that's how we run our institutions, disqualifying women from public spaces, from productive spaces, and relegating them in domestic spheres. That to me results from how we talk about them and how they are embedded, how this kind of thinking resulting from the language that we use is embedded in our structures.
So we've had two female presidents, but sir, sandali lang po, we need to take a short break. This is On the Record on CNN Philippines.
Haliktata yun.
Ayos naman na kumbaga parang na nung babae na niya yung president. Kumbaga noon niya lang nakita siguro, kaya very excited.
Di haliktata kasi bata pa yung babae. Haliktata yun.
Ayos naman na kumbaga parang na nung babae na niya yung president. Kumbaga noon niya lang nakita siguro, kaya very excited.
Paghahanga lang sa presidente, yung ginawa niya, kumbaga parang nakita niya yung yung Pangulo natin, natuwa siya siguro, kaya naka-kiss sa ating presidente.
Para sa akin, kahit na parang gusto ng girl, parang hindi pa rin maganda kasi bilang president, dapat respect pa rin for women.
Dapat kasi as a president, you should set as a role model po sa Filipino. So, kahit na Gina po si ate, it should not be done.
Welcome back to On the Record. John Andrew Andoy Evangelista, sociologist, UP Diliman, Jean Enriquez, co-initiator, #Babae Ako, and Sal Panelo, the President's Chief Legal Counsel. Kahit na ano, Gina G, go na go. Ang babae. But okay, we're moving into the final segment of the show. But before, yes.
Kasi sinabi kanina na we have the right, sabi mo, kasi we're funding him. Kaya the citizens have the right to speak about the incident. Exactly, the citizens of that place, at that time, 2,000 people spoke in approval. The girl herself said, okay.
Does that mean then, Secretary, that I don't have the right
Hindi,
to call them
sinasabi,
out?
kaya inaano nga, adapting nga yung sinasabi mo na.
So they can speak against people also.
Exactly, 2,000 people ang nagsasabing okay. Isa pa, alam mo, naalala ko sinabi ni Dr. Panelo kasi pinag-uusapan namin, you know, my wife is a very conservative woman.
Doktora,
Panelo. My
Doktora.
Sabi ko, Mami, ano tingin mo? Tingin ko, di halik apo.
Halik apo kanina.
Yeah, halik apo. Sabi niya, parang hinalik. Smack lang nga, sabi niya. It's just a smack. Sabi niya, hindi ko nga maintindihan, ba't ka nagkakagulo?
O, ba't tayo daw nagkakagulo?
Kasi it's been successive, no?
Ito, napaka-conservative na itong asawa ko to, ha?
Okay, kami po hindi kami conservative. No? We respect women's sexuality, and part of respecting women's sexuality is knowing what they really want. No? And it's not necessarily because they didn't say no. They're part of a crowd that's really cheering on her to do this, what's expected of her and what's demanded of her by the president. So, having said that, this has been happening successively, no? Since the campaign period, there was a rape remark, and there was encouragement of rape again in the context of martial law in Mindanao, and then even the context that was mentioned by Secretary Panelo earlier.
And then he won the election, huh?
Yeah, and that's why our also complaint with the CHR could not really push through because of the impunity, immunity that he has from charges.
I forgot nga pala, pinakita kanina sa TV, di ba? Pati yung pag-aalik nga, ilang beses ko na nakita eh. During the campaign, dapat na sabi, we know this man, he has been doing that. Maraming humalik sa kanya, humalik din siya. Kung mga, alam na natin eh, pati lahat ng mga nakakapanood sa kanya, kilala na siya. Kaya hindi ka na magugulat. It would be different kung eto isang conservative na tao naging presidente, tapos gagawin yun. Yun, magre-react ka talaga. Bakit ganyan yan? Diba? Ito, dati nang ganyan yan.
Okay.
Tinanggap na namin siya. And factor na yun eh. When he ran for the presidency, di ba? Ako ganito, ako ganyan-ganyan. Tinanggap natin siya eh.
Was that part of his, why people are attracted to him? Para bang he's such a, you know, he'll say what's on his mind. Walang kakontrol. Kung ano yung gusto niya sabihin, sasabihin niya. Isn't that what
yan ang attraction ni Presidente. Very transparent. Honest siyang tao. Hindi siya fake. Yung hindi siya sham. Hindi siya false. Hindi kagaya ng pagka-puritan ng marami. Sham.
Ano siya? Gina G din.
Gina G siya.
But, you know, in sociology, we call identities performance.
Identities what?
Identities are performances.
Okay.
Meaning, we are all performing. You know, we're different from in the backstage. When we're alone, we're different. So, to me, and I've been hearing this from many supporters of the president, even the President Duterte would always say, that's me, that's who I am, that's my identity. But identities are never full. They're always in the constant making and project. So my plea is that for the president to listen to these criticisms and try to figure out a way how he will listen and try to develop a self that will probably more helpful to the Filipino people, especially to women.
Okay, we have 20 seconds left, and I just wanted to ask Jean about that. Ano yung march nyo? On June 12? Freedom March? Freedom from what?
Well, freedom from sexism, from misogyny, and other forms of oppression that women are currently suffering from. So June 12, 3 o'clock, we'll start from Luneta and march towards Liwasang Bonifacio. So we're inviting women who have had enough to come with us and express their protest.
May permit na kayo, no?
It's a constitutional right. So we're going to
This is On the Record. We're talking about President Duterte and how he deals with women, whether ally or critic, specifically that kissing incident in Seoul in South Korea earlier this week. Still with us, John Andrew Andoy Evangelista, sociologist, UP Diliman, Jean Enriquez, co-initiator of hashtag Babae Ako, and Sal Panelo, who is the President's Chief Legal Counsel. So right before the break, we were talking about the ayun na, nakalimutan ko na.
We can talk about
yeah.
that.
No, before the break, yun. Hala.
Hindi, ang sinasabi ko, we should look at the incident on the part of the girl. Walang malis kasi siya mismo nagsasabi na it made her day. Nag-post pa siya na talagang happy siya for that.
But she was interviewed by, and can the producers please help me out on this? It was an interview, was it by PNA? Or PNA, the Philippine News Agency. It was an interview by them. As a matter of fact, maybe we can. Oh yeah, it's this one. Can we roll this so that so that let's not misquote or anything.
Pala si Bea Kim. 7 years na akong nakatira dito. Meron akong asawang Koreano and 2 kids, 2 daughters. Hindi, nasa may unahan siya tapos nandito ako sa gitna. So pumunta lang ako doon nung sinabi kasi ni President na yung naka-white. Tapos, lumingon muna ako doon sa mga nasa tabi ko, likod ko kung meron ibang naka-white. So, wala naman. Kaya, ayun na, tumayo na talaga ako. Parang nablock ako. Hindi ko ma-explain yung parang kinakabahan ako, natatakot ako, excited, thankful. Happy ako kasi parang it's a once in a lifetime experience kasi yun, di ba? Kahit nasa Pilipinas ka, parang suntok sa buwan na makita mo ng malapitan talaga yung president. Totoo yun, totoo yun.
Kayo magpapatunay na walang mali siya yun?
Wala.
Unahan na natin.
Oo, wala. Walang mali siya yun. Si president nagsabi na tinanong niya ako kung single ka ba o married. Sinabi ko, married po ako sa Koreano. Meron po akong 2 anak. Tapos, yun, parang ginawa lang namin ng yung kiss, parang twist lang yung pampakilig sa mga audience. Walang ibig sabihin yun, promise, walang ibig sabihin.
So there was that question from the PNA person. Kayong magpapatunay na walang mali siya?
Ano?
Kayong magpapatunay na walang mali siya?
Siya nga, yun nga sinasabi niya, happy siya. Wala namang.
Jean?
Yeah, even consuls, even ambassadors, Filipino ambassadors abroad are being expected to conduct themselves in the highest ethics. So hindi mo ma-expect kapag ginawa yan ng isang ambassador sa isang Filipina overseas, I'm sure it's going to be a huge controversy. Pwede ipatawag pa yan, i-call ng South Korean government why that was done, in their territory, etc. Kasi meron tayong regard for women na hindi accessible agad-agad yung katawan nila. And clearly, regardless whether the woman express herself like she's consenting or not, mayroong difference yung kanilang katayuan.
What do you mean by that?
Presidente ang tinawag siya, tinuro siya, sinabi niya mismo. And then, naglinger for a long time. Nagpasalamat na siya, pero tinawag pa rin siya. So she was like clearly pinpointed by the president. Fan siya, tapos ito ay presidente na may pinakamataasang posisyon sa ating lipunan and therefore alam niya na meron siyang control dun sa sitwasyon na yon. Itong babaeng ito ay humahanga, hindi niya alam how to conduct herself and she's being asked to kiss. So how else would she react to
although
that?
like the Secretary Sal was saying, siya naman mismo nagsasabi, walang mali siya, okay lang, gimmick lang,
Tsaka isa pa, kasi nandun ako sa Korea 2,000 people were there, mostly women. Nung sinabi niya na may 2 siyang libro at bibigyan niya ito kung sino may gusto, nagtaasan lahat. So lahat sila gustong umakyat. At tinuro niya 3 kasi nandun ako sa tabi, 3 puro nakaputi nga 3 ang pumunta pero 2 lang nakakit sa stage kasi in-stop na ng protocol. Madalit sabi, talagang all of them really want to go on stage and be with the president. Happy sila
Yeah.
Kahit yung mga musicians sa stage, marami silang fans. Are we expecting them to just kiss their fans one by one on the lips? This is really taking advantage of their power, of the awe that fans accrue to them. And that should not be the case.
There was also some criticism of well, her name is Bea Kim, na pumayag naman siya, siya naman ang umoo, etc.
Tsaka sinasabi niya nga happy siya. After the interview, nag-post pa siya. The kissing made my day.
We don't want to blame
In other words,
in the first place.
nagre-react tayo, we're being more popist than the Pope. Kumbaga, the Pope is not complaining. Si
like Harry nga himself was saying na, kung may pwedeng magreklamo dito, dapat yung
girl.
babae.